Hello guys, I am Roosevelt, and then in this video I'll be showing you how I designed this flyer in Adobe Photoshop. So I'll be showing you the images that I used, the design elements, the text, the font, the colors, the pattern that I used to design this flyer in Adobe Photoshop. So without wasting much time, let's get started. I have my worksheet here, and then the size of the worksheet is 1080 by 1350 pixels. So the 1080 is for the length, and then the 1350 pixels is for the height. So after getting my worksheet, what I did was I added a guide, and then to add guides in Photoshop, just have to go to view and then select guide and just click on new guide layout. Let's go to view guide and then just a new guide layout, and then you can input the value of your guides over here. So that's what I did, and after doing that I imported my background image. This is my background image. So it was set to normal at the beginning, and then the opacity was also on 100%. So what I did was I just changed its blend mode from normal to multiply, and then I reduced its opacity from 100% to 13%, and then I got something like this. So after adding my pattern, I went ahead and then added my rectangle shape at the bottom of the worksheet. So you can see that the rectangle has a stroke around it, which is in an orange color. So how I did that was I selected the rectangles layer, then I went to effects, and then I selected blending options. So in the blending option panel or the layer style panel, I just selected the stroke, and then I gave it a stroke size of 10, and I also changed its color over here. So the color code that I used was FC6107. So that's how come I got this stroke over here, and then I maintained the black color of my rectangle over here. After doing that, I needed to add create sections where I'll be adding the food images to my flyer. So I drew one rectangle, almost a square. So I drew one rectangle. I started from the bottom, so I drew this one, and then I placed the rectangle on top because I wanted the images to be beneath this particular rectangle over here at the bottom, so that the other ones will be lined up on top of it. So I created this rectangle, almost a circle shape. Then I just placed my image over here. After placing the image, this is how it was looking like, and then I clipped the image into my shape. So what I did was I placed the image just on top of my rectangle shape over here. Then I right clicked on the image and selected create clipping mask, and it clipped the image into my shape. And you could see that the shape also has this stroke around, this orange stroke around it. So the same method that I used for the rectangle at the bottom, that's the same method I used to add the stroke around my shape over here. So once I was done with the first one, I just duplicated the shape, and then I twisted it a little bit, and I imported my second food image and I clipped it into the second shape. I duplicated it again and also turned it a little bit to the right, and I also imported my image and clipped it into it. Then I duplicated the last shape over here, I turned it to the left, and I also imported my image and then I clipped it into my shape. So after doing that, I grouped all of these and then I named them images so that I know this group contains all my food images. So that's why I named it images. Then I added my effects over here and I grouped everything and named its background. I'll come back to the additional image. So after doing that, I needed to add my logo and then I needed to add the logo of the company and then the food that they sell. So I added their logo at the top left corner. Then I grouped it and named it logo. So this is the logo. And what I did was I added the food that they are selling. So I added the food menu. So with the food menu, you can see that the text is in a rectangle shape, a rounded corner rectangle. So let me open the group and then let's see. So I drew a rectangle shape and then I rounded its corners. And after doing that, I just cut the right bottom part of the rectangle to give me this particular shape over here. You see that if I turn off this, you can see that it's a full rectangle over here. But then if I reveal it, then it creates dark cut over here. And what I did was I added my food menu text over here and then placed it on top of my green rectangle shape. So the font that I used to write the food menu is called Montserrat. So I used Montserrat extra bold and the text size was 11.81 points. And I also closed the gap between each letter. So with that one, I went with a -50. And I also went with a capital, like all caps for the letters. After doing that, I just grouped it and then named it food menu so that I know that this group contained the food menu heading. Then I went ahead to add the menu, the food that they are selling. So I added these ones over here. Then to make people know that these are the food that they are selling, I went ahead and then added bullet points to it. So these bullet points show that they are a list of items that they sell over there, or a list of food that they sell over there, with each price attached to each menu. So once I was done with that part, I went ahead and then added. They gave me something like they gave me a phrase, like a slogan in a way, not a slogan, but something similar to that. So what it says was every meal comes with a free drink. Like, okay, so they are just making people aware that whichever food that you choose from this menu, you will be given a free drink. Yeah. So with that, I didn't want to use the same font. I wanted to use a script or styled font. So with that part, I went with a font name called Brickell. So the font name is called Brickell Regular, which is this particular one. And then I changed its color to white, and I grouped everything and named them info. So you know that this group contains all my text informations. So now after doing that, I had to add certain things to it. So once I was done, I just like it was okay, but then I still felt that the flyer was a bit raw. Okay, so before I go to that point, I also added their their social media handles so that people can contact them or view their page as well. So I added their icons over here. So these icons are the call and WhatsApp icon, and I also have the Snapchat and then the Instagram one. And I went ahead and added their corresponding details to it. So with that, I grouped them and then named them SM, which is social media. I know that this group contains my social media information. After that, I went ahead and then added the last magic, which was some food elements. You normally see those kind of elements on food flyers. So I went ahead and then added them. See that after adding them, like it spiced up the flyer a little bit for me. So I was okay, I was satisfied with the result that I was having. And then I went ahead and grouped them and named them additional images. So maybe someone might be wondering which elements are included in the additional image. So they are just single images. So this one is a slice of tomato, this particular image, and then this image is for the, I think it's cabbage. But then with those ones, you can see that with time we've applied motion blur to them, so it looks blurry, or it looks like it's flying away. Yeah, so these are the elements included in the additional image folder. Yeah, so with that, I grouped everything, named it additional image, and then I added it in the background group. So guys, this is how come I was able to design this particular flyer in Adobe Photoshop. If you enjoyed this video, kindly like, leave a comment, and also subscribe in case you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. See you in the next video.